And not that song, the other song.
Which song are we talking about? Happy birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the intro, thank you. Quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live radio.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to Laz's birthday in Shroud of the Avatar, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news, even on this guy's birthday, right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. Today, for the record, is Friday, August 11th, 2017. And that means I've completed yet another trip around the sun, folks. That's right. Hey, fireworks.
Fireworks.
Woohoo! Happy birthday! Woo!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, of course, I appreciate all the warm remarks and comments I've been getting all day already. It's early in the day, and of course, oh, I love that. Oh, that was a cute one. How did you do that?
He's running with the firework chain.
Ah, I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, well,
GM hacks. GM hacks is what it is.
Wonder if we could do that.
As he said, it's an undocumented feature.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Undocumented feature. Very nice. I like that undocumented feature.
Yeah, undocumented feature. That was, yeah.
Now there's Clipsy. And of course, the
Clipsy.
Deco Diva's been working really hard getting all those ins of Laz's luxury rentals all together. Got to thank them for a wonderful job out there. Oh, thank you, Clipsy.
She's giving you your birthday kiss from a distance.
I was trying to hug her and she got away.
Well,
faster than that.
If you really want to hug her, you just have to get on top of a piano.
There you go.
Yeah.
But, of course, it's Friday. Thank you, Vooch. I appreciate it. And lots of stuff was, a lot of information released yesterday. We're going to start right up front on the updates because how crazy has it been? Of course, we've been telling you all along that SodaCon tickets end on August 10th, and they promptly ended at midnight August 10th, or actually 12 a.m. August 10th. And a few people were like, hey, I was trying to get this, trying to get that. Well, after whatever, it seems that ticket sales are open till the end of today, I think it is now.
I have no idea.
You
know better. You know better than anybody else.
This blindsided me because after ticket sales closed, I sat down and I had a chat with Duke, went over the numbers, discussed the fact that I had two solicitations. One was for a cloak and one was for a ticket. And we actually were able to hook up, that was Oxnall, with another player who got his ticket, at a little discount nonetheless. And he got his ticket, but then apparently there was a little bit more interest. So If you're still interested, there's tickets available. At least to my understanding. One more extra day has been added.
Yep. Kitty's doing weird things this morning.
Are you giving the kitty too much catnip again?
Oh, I wish I had some cat crack here. I want to see how this cat responds.
You got to get some kitty snacks for the kitty, man. Yeah.
Generally, it's like, yeah. Now she's ignoring me. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's just you ain't got no bacon in your pockets.
I love you, Arius.
Now, of course, yesterday we saw Starr long post.
You see, we're just gonna get right into that, aren't we?
Well, we can jump back to
that is not me.
We can jump back to, of course, the status priority of pledge rewards, Kickstarter stretch goals, or we can just jump right in head first to the 2-year plan. And I think 2-year plan. Thank you.
I think 2-year plan really does provide the best course of dialogue as far as
now, of course,
what the devs actually plan on doing for the next period of time.
2-year plan.
Yep, 2-year plan.
And
yeah, of course.
See, the real question is who's doing that. So let's see. Oh, wait, you're gonna laugh at this.
What's that?
Hold on. If anybody ever really wants to know, it's like, who keeps on requesting sound files? Hold on.
Yeah, you got a log of it. I know that.
You got a log of it. All those 2-year plan spam was Laz.
Not that last one.
The last one was List.
I was gonna say,
It's like, yeah.
Spam? I don't know. I don't know anything about spam.
I don't.
2-year plan. 2-year plan. 2-year plan.
I tried to include spam in there as well.
2-year plan.
I was
trying
trying
to
do
be
this.
the name of a character game. That's what's gonna happen. The great 2-year. 2-year spam.
2-year spam. Are you ready for some 2-year spam?
It's like Udir. 2-year.
2-year plan.
Well, when Starlong says we need a 2-year plan, Button, we go ahead and oblige him. So
take your penicillin now.
Yeah.
But I'm allergic.
2-year plan.
So we do.
Let's get right down to it.
We do have the post-episode 1 content plans, aka the 2-year plan, because he decided it actually extends beyond 2 years and includes episodes 2 through 5, which should include new land masses, because every single major release will include a brand new content along with a new 40-hour plus storyline, as well as new opportunities to settle and acquire player-owned towns and player-owned lots in the new land masses. Something that we also get to look forward to is navigable ships.
And Spiff, you can go ahead and change that now. We don't need that for the whole show.
Yeah.
You
But
can
it's
go
your
ahead
birthday.
and start mixing it up again.
Variety is the spice of life.
That's right.
Hey, Spiff, do you have stones by chance? I haven't heard that in a while.
Blondes
No, I
and
do not have
blondes.
stones.
Yeah, thank you, Spiff.
I had mine removed through surgery.
Okay. So the navigable ships will include boats that can move around the water in multiple sizes. This includes boats previously marked as either decorations, longboats, or homes, the pirate galleon.
Now I've already seen the buying boats. Want to buy boats out there, and boats are going to become a very interesting thing.
That includes ship-to-ship combat, be able to shoot cannons and catapults and other ranged weapons between ships, sea monsters, because we need to unleash the Kraken, and ocean scenes. So fully oceanic scenes, including random encounters while taking boats between destinations. Now,
sir, are you telling me the boats have to be flagged PvP, or like my party boat's just going to get sunk? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
They're saying that if you're sailing your boat around on the water, you may hit a random encounter that has a sea creature. A sea creature may pop up as you're sailing. All sorts of fun stuff.
My poor party barge.
Now, I have some bad news.
What's that?
Well, okay, so I don't think that this will actually make episode 1 at all, and I think it will be pushed into episode 2, and it will be part of the brand new feature.
Right up top, it said
episode 2 through 5. Yes.
So none of this is slated for any particular episode except between 2 through 5. Let's keep that very clear for everybody. Also, let's make it very clear that up in the top, Starr made sure to put initial draft. This is just an initial rough draft of what they're proposing.
If you have suggestions or other things that you want to add, you can always add your comments onto there, and he'll think about it.
Yes.
Now,
and of course, there's already 9 pages of commentary and suggestions. So, if you want something that's not there, like treasure chests and maps and stuff like that, but that's going to come along, I hope, with one of the other features we'll talk about.
Yes.
Coming up here. So let's move right along.
Elves as a playable race will also eventually come in at character creation.
Well, I know somebody who's going to cream his pants when that actually comes in.
Yeah.
Look, I'm an elf. Look at me. Look
at me.
I'm an elf. I don't know what you're talking about.
You look very elven to me.
I have a human mask I can put on if I like, but no, this is my face. I don't tell people that.
Ew.
I like that. I have a human mask I can put on. Very cool.
Yeah. Yes. Then after that, elves will have different stats from humans and different customization options. Flexible lot placement allows you to place your house anywhere you want on your lot
placement,
not just the default location.
Is that like a house that looks like one of those strongman arms, and it like slowly goes up and down? It's like, working out. It's a flexible arm.
No,
something actually that is very close to what it is. What it is you have to think more like tattooing a battleship on your junk.
Gotcha.
And
that's flexible placement.
Yeah.
Yes. That's flexible.
That's flexible.
A barber pole.
Yes. A barber pole? Yes.
Yeah.
I told him to write Bieber on my arm, and it says beater. I don't know. It was so strange.
Let me guess, that was your right arm too?
Mm-hmm.
And your right forearm looks
Florida.
like Popeye? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just making sure.
Flexible placement, allowing you to move your house anywhere on the lot, not just centered. So, of course, after everybody's now settled in and their lots are placed and all decorated, they're going to come along and go, "Oh, you can now move that."
Now,
so Deco Diva should be busy for the next couple of years.
Those 3 things, the navigable ships, the elves as a playable race, and the flexible lot placement, will be pushed back and not happen in Release 1. For the reason that I stated in the link that I provided.
Didn't we just cover all that?
Right before,
2 through 5.
Hey, well, this is all bullet points. This isn't all just 2 through 5. This is 2-year plan.
Yes, but 2-year plan.
But the reason it's
gonna make episode 1.
But the reason these 3 things in particular are not going to make episode 1 is because all 3 of them were stretch goals that were, hey, if you contribute some money to us, then you know what, we'll go ahead and add them in episode 1.
Episodes
2.
Hey,
remember the stretch goal stuff? Like
I
the
do.
boats complete package.
And again,
Yes.
they're telling you that this is not going to be in episode 1 when he says 2 through 5.
And what did I say?
What
What did I say? The reason why they're going to push them back is because they did not make
Stretch goal?
Yeah, they did not make the stretch goals for episode 1.
Again, we understand that.
Hey,
I mean, why are you harping on
But
it?
what is
I'm trying to
what,
figure
but
out.
Why are you harping on it?
Because
what about the
have you ever
It's
read the forums?
irrelevant.
Shut up and move on!
Have you ever read the
after
forums?
episode 1, but before episode
Class!
Yeah.
Class! Shut
Cheech and
up!
Chong. Cheech and Chong, I know that.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that reference.
Where's Led Zeppelin? I need him.
Hey, Bueller.
Yeah, it's a moot point. I mean, we know it didn't make episode 1. We know they didn't get that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But-
as
but-
I was saying, what about the interim between episode 1 and episode 2? What about that stuff?
That's working on stuff that did not make episode 1 and working into episode 2. Anyway, move it right along.
Yeah, move it, keep moving.
Eventually.
So truly flexible lots, though, would be if they got rid of the deed system and you could just put shit anywhere in game. You want a house right there, just plop it down. No governors needed, nothing like that.
Let's not go crazy here.
That won't
Make it,
happen.
make it like the original UO, as long as there was a place to actually.
right.
Or
Put
you,
that
you,
down.
you don't even
It
need.
fits.
Or you can exploit 150 different bugs to place things in the middle of a forest. Yeah.
Or in the middle of a major roadway. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. My
I-
vendor is right in the middle of the road, and you have to use him to get through the toll. I don't know.
So long as
I don't know.
players
Okay.
can attack them and it sends it back to the bank of the owner.
yeah.
It's Attack of the Moo Cow.
It is.
Ooh.
Flexibly be great because you can put your house to the very front of it and have a great backyard or have a great front lawn.
I was really hip on flexible placement as a stretch goal, and of course I'll be happy to see that when that does finally come in.
Hey, but all three of those, if you want to get the stuff, you can always
Yeah.
visit my store on Shroud Marketplace and buy them.
Yes, those items, if you needed stretch goals for flexible placement, don't forget to check out the Shroud Marketplace because you can find those items on sale. Yes, shameless self-promotion. We never stop around.
Flexible lot placement.
Was that the tent stuff or no?
Yes, it is.
Yes, that was the tents and the garden sheds and the stables
Love it.
and all that great stuff.
Yep.
Those
Is
tents were
available.
cute.
And hey, maybe eventually we'll also be able to have our own player-owned dungeons, or placeable spawners, or placeable traps. And depending on the population of your town, they'll even have wildlife scaling. And then something that Chris is working on right now, which is where this
Right.
2-year plan gets really blown
Yeah.
out. He's working on it as of yesterday, integrating Discord into the game, which includes voice chat channels, party, guild, town, and option to use Discord in the game.
Actually being worked on now, yes.
Yeah, so then true first person with visible hands and weapons, which will make somebody's job with all their animations a royal pain in the ass, because it's like, okay, I have to do this and I have to do all kinds of
Yeah,
swiping.
just
I need to put a shield
holding
there.
that staff will have to be done very interesting.
I need to put the wood in my hands, and where's that roll the dice emote? And then that true first person will also have a limited VR support.
Now, yeah, two things on this. One, didn't Chris poll everybody and found out that nobody was playing in first-person view for the most part to begin with? So why are we pursuing that? And second, didn't VR not make it as a Kickstarter and they said it really wasn't feasible? So why are we pursuing that?
Well, I think it's due to the fact that it's so integrated within Unity, and Unity keeps on pushing all kinds of new VR patches.
Yeah, within the next decade, every game will be VR based.
And yeah,
you know,
Don't get rid of my
it's
first
the next
person.
generation.
I use that to decorate.
That's all
Yeah.
they're over. B once VR takes hold, there won't
I
be
never thought
person
about that.
anymore.
Use the first-person view in decorating mode.
I don't see
Interesting.
how you could play in first person, but yeah, it's useful. For
I
something.
just-
well,
I've
if,
never
if
liked
you,
it.
if you had hands and a weapon, then the reticle system actually makes more sense. Because then you know what the fuck you're attacking.
Would make more sense, yes. But when you're playing in third-person view, it makes absolutely no sense, in my opinion.
Well, I agree, but like as they integrate it, I really don't see first person view unless you're playing a first person shooter. That's the only way that I like playing first person games.
I
after-
use it in the outhouse to make sure that I don't touch anything by accident.
Especially after Led Zepp's been in there.
Hey, don't drink the
course.
coffee in that outhouse, man.
Yeah. Also, they're going to be working on console and controller support, so maybe we'll be expanding to the Xbox One and the PS4 sometime in the near future.
Holler!
The entire online game should be on PS4.
Eventually. And then map improvements, they're going to be working with the ability to annotate maps, as well as have some fog of war, which is hide places where you haven't been.
Now,
I think that
the
should be a single
notes
player.
on maps. I mean, technically, we already have that. If you just register on sodamap.com, you can go ahead and mark your own markers, and they show up in the map in game, I believe.
It's a royal pain in the ass to do that, though. So they're trying to find a better.
Well, I don't think they're gonna find, at least
And
not.
I don't know if it actually, if you're logged into SodaMap, and you do something, it actually shows up in the game for your personal markers.
Yes,
Because
you
it's
have a
not
whole,
tied to each other. It can't use the same browser cookie because there is no browser cookie in the game.
I want cookies now. Thanks, Jack.
I will have to look at that here real
You
quick.
can always test it right now while we're doing things. I mean,
Well, I would actually have to leave Owl's Head in order to test it because I have
No, you
most of
don't.
my notes.
you just
Why?
just make a brand new spanking note.
You can't make them. Yeah, there are limitations to what you can do with your notes.
What?
I'm just checking out this dental floss that this girl's wearing here. This is crazy.
Fiona?
Is it Purdy?
It's the Fiona twins?
Yeah.
You know, it looks brown, but I question if it was white before it went in. You know what I'm saying?
Gross.
Can you describe it in more detail for me?
Yes, please. Moving right along.
Hold on. I'm trying to load Al's head and make a note right now.
Again, I don't think you can make an actual note in an NPC town. You can make them on the main map. You can make them in player scenes, but I don't mark nodes and stuff like that.
I have on the other topic that you guys were talking about. I have an opinion, but I don't think what I say.
And of course, the one thing he's forgetting is that in order to update Soda Mapping Game, he's going to have to leave the scene and come back in order to test that. So
Why would I have to do that? I haven't even loaded
because
Soda
there's no
Map
way to
right now.
refresh Soda Map screen in the game
That's
without
Corporal
leaving the
underscore
scene and
Lestrosky
coming
said,
back,
"Spiff,
and
you
it's
buggin'."
something that's been asked for. So unless you really know your Soda Map like a certain somebody does, don't go. Yeah, you really don't know what you're up against right now.
It doesn't
You're
support
hitched,
it doesn't support custom markers anyways, because it doesn't use the same login information unless you can log into Soda Map inside of the game. Then you're not going to be able to do it.
I just want to say I'm not a fan of the previous topic about moving a PC game onto a console. I think that moving a console game onto a PC is one thing, but moving a PC game onto a console is a whole nother, because the consoles become dated over time.
Hold on, hold that thought. Let's move a little further down the list here, Jack.
Why? I was going to let Arius continue his thought.
Because when we get to the one that says companion mobile app that's going to allow you to control your vendors and do crafting and chat and do maps and mail.
I
and,
don't have an issue with technical, like if I have an app that will allow me to modify things on my account without having to fully log into the game, like to put some stuff on vendor or whatever. I don't necessarily have an issue with that so long as there's a control there. And that it's safe for the players so that other players or other people aren't just going to hijack your accounts with it. That's one thing. But what I mean, though, is that for me, you know, like looking at Xbox and PS4, MMO RPGs, right, tend not to be on consoles because consoles become dated very quickly, and where games won't die.
Well, I think with the reliance upon broadband connections for Xbox and PS4 and the Xbox network and the PlayStation network, there are games that do get frequently updated. And so if they continue with development cycles, would you have the same kind of concern if it was the single player offline game as well?
That's not quite where I'm going with it at all. Actually, that's not my concern.
Even if they do the MMO, the friends only, multiplayer only, and actually get those characters in there into the game, since its Unity is created explicitly for cross-platform functionality, then the porting from game dev or game console to game console is a lot easier.
See, I'm not seeing it as a major problem these days, because again, any of the consoles that are made even by 2 year ago standard should be able to capably download and play this game with an online connection through a console. I don't see what the problem would be. Yeah.
What I mean is that look at the life. Look at how long the PlayStation 3 lasted. Okay, it came out.
It's still in use.
Okay, the PlayStation 3 came out in 2006. By the time you hit 2012, its technology was starting to get dated.
Right.
By the time you hit 2014 and we were starting to move over to Xbox One, the thing is that you can only go so far with so much RAM and a so fast processor that was developed and developed before 2005 that came out in 2006.
Let me ask you a question.
Games, MMORPGs, can last a lot longer than even 10 years.
Let me ask you a question. How many people are running on a 2006 machine who are having problems with this game because they don't have the latest upgraded video cards, speed processors, and all that today?
I would
Same
imagine
problem,
that
yes?
today. I would imagine that today those people have had to buy new computers.
Well, no. See, I mean, that's why we have a minimum minimum standard, and the minimum standard, of course. Yeah, a lot of players are in the same situation. Their older PCs do not support a game like this. What is the name of the law, Jack? Every 2 years,
it's Moore's law.
Moore's law.
But
I mean, with gaming consoles, with PCs,
that's being
both.
That's being misinterpreted. But then also. Nero Dragon messaged me in game and said that EVE Online expanded to consoles, but their activity became unique to the game. I don't know what he means by that.
Actually,
he's talking about Dust 514, and that wasn't okay. That's a whole nother topic, and that's not really EVE. That was a first-person shooter set within the EVE universe. You could not control your EVE characters within Dust.
Oh, okay.
I'm the guy to talk to about that. I know all about that because that's why I have this PlayStation 3 in front of me. I bought it for that game.
Well, I love the idea of consoles because I played Final Fantasy XI Online on the PC, and then they moved it to the PlayStation 2. Then I played on the PlayStation 2. Well, then the PlayStation 3 came out, and they upgraded to play on the PlayStation 3, and I had no problems with it.
And Final Fantasy 14 is also both PlayStation and PC interactable. But here's the thing, like, I'm honestly surprised Final Fantasy hasn't died already. But here's the thing.
Shut your mouth.
Anyway, moving right along, I got comments in chat, one from Dead Spider, saying that he plays PS4 and the PC, and the amount of keys alone used in this game would be hard to replicate on one of those controllers. And, of course, that he's on a pre-2010 PC, and he's got no issues with proper video settings, but I did say going back to, say, 2006. Most modern PCs will handle this. And then Fruckface, of course, actually, you're correct on Moore's Law. It's actually closer to 6 months now than 2 years. Moore's Law has actually shrunk as time progresses. So when it used to be compared to the 2-year scale, it's now down to about, it doubles every 6 months now, I believe is what it is. And that time is getting shorter day by day. But moving right along.
I think another example is with Grand Theft Auto. Like, they've been able to, it started on the Xbox 360 platform. It went through its life cycle. Those that could not upgrade to an Xbox One, they kept playing on an Xbox 360. Those that could, they traded in their consoles and were able to migrate their characters over. So I do think that the perception of the lifespan of a console is being grossly underestimated these days. The PS2, for example, is still supported. The PS3...
I was going to say, absolutely. They're backward compatible for most ports. Yeah.
My final comment is that if we consider that if minimum specs over time do not continue to raise, then it's going to stagnate the growth of this game and what we can do in this game. Where like EVE Online, its minimum specs have gone up probably about 5 times in its 12-year, 15-year life cycle of the video game, because technology has changed, that they have forced it to go up. And you can't do that if you lock into a console. And so for the health of the game and the continued minimum specs continuing to raise over time, just like the maximum specs raise over time, you've got to have it on a system that can be upgraded and keep it on PCs.
Well, I don't think we have any plans.
I think that grossly underestimates like the lifespan and the going power of the Final Fantasy Online games on consoles. That player bases continue to grow and expand despite the fact that it's gone through now, 2 console generations?
Yeah.
That wasn't my cat.
Whose cat was that? That wasn't our kitty.
That was my kitty. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, we're cat friendly around here. That's not.
I started looking over at the cat, and it's like, no, that wasn't my cat. It's like, no, that wasn't him.
All right, so looks like this is going to be something that's going to be interesting topic of conversation.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, especially when you start getting into that companion app.
Everybody has asked about that, and that's been another hot one. And I'm just curious about the how they're going to do that. But let's get on to the next topic. There,
you mean the character customization with the more facial features, tattoos, scars, face types, and body types?
Hey, tramp stamps!
Tramp stamps for all. Now, are we also going to have weird piercings as well?
What's your definition of weird?
I need my Prince Albert and my Jacob's Ladder.
What?
Not putting a needle down there. Not putting a needle down there. But I want to show everybody that I really plan on spending a lot of time incarcerated with lots of facial tattoos.
Mike Tyson.
Actually, what I want to do is I want to put Laz's picture right on my cheek. Can we do that? Can we do that? Yeah. Or the cool scars that I have, like the chicken pox scar right up here. My body type, which is the beer belly.
And we say hello to Carrie. That's Kitty. Very cute.
Wait, where's her kitty?
Look at the little paw.
And before you all start thinking dirty out there,
I can just move that window over. Everybody can see
Remington. It. That's a cute name.
Yes. Let's put Remington up on screen for everybody.
We can make him nice and big. Everybody can see that. Yes. But moving right along from there, don't forget animal husbandry, something that was mentioned during the last mini telethon, which is going to be raising animals, chickens, or animals including chickens, pigs, cows, and sheep, and maybe more. Cat wrangling. Eventually, sometime in the future, there will be an automatic rent payment system. Ability to set and collect automatic payments with tenants.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's going to be episode 7. Just to make Laz's life miserable. And I'm confused. It's like, is Laz sitting there or is he frozen? But no, I saw his finger wiggle.
There you go.
Yeah. Then pack animals will also be eventually going in game. Remember, that's also one of the stretch goals that didn't make, so that's going to definitely be pushed to episode 2 and beyond. Mounts and mounted combat, definitely episode 2 and beyond.
There's another one. Is
what you
mounted
want?
Combat was something they said they weren't gonna do. I thought.
Well, I think before what they were doing was saying that they weren't going to do mounted combat. They were going to force you to dismount and then from there go on, which is what you had to do in UO.
Somebody's changed that. No, in UO you could fight on horses. You could fight on horseback.
You could?
At least as I recall.
I remember getting knocked off of your ethereal mount.
Well, that was possibly.
Of course, I quit a long time ago.
Yeah, but moving right along on that, so I thought they weren't going to do mounted combat. That's all. I mean, I'm not arguing with the fact. I love it. But I just thought we weren't going to do that. Yeah,
things change. Underwater swimming, ability to swim underwater. Maybe we'll even have some underwater chests.
Now, I like that for the treasure hunting that I was talking about earlier.
You know what? Is it going to be like the Jaime Lannister Mariana's Trench?
I don't know.
And if you're wearing heavy armor, you should sink like a rock and not be able to get out of the water.
Yes, to the sinking and heavy armor. Yes.
Including chain and, let's see, I don't know if you can actually swim in leather or not.
Luckily, I have my swimsuit on me at all times.
And yes, Sir Langs, this is the 2-year plan we're talking about.
Yes. Gotta love the 2-year plan.
Yeah, the Game of Thrones spoiler. We saw you, Jack.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody dies.
2-year plan.
It's Game of Thrones. Everybody dies. I didn't say which episode it was. Maybe it was on that one that was just recently leaked on the internet. Lot trading.
I thought they were holding that one hostage.
They're holding everything hostage. Lot trading. They will eventually allow you to securely trade lots between players in-game with the option to include the currently placed house and basement. I wonder if that includes the decorations as well.
Boo. Boo.
Now, crafting. We're going to interactive.
To be able to gank that lot out from under somebody.
Oh, okay,
I want that chance. Come on.
It's that seconds between transfer.
That's right.
Got to gank that fucker. Don't forget crafting interactives, including interactive crafting that includes explosions.
Boom.
Things that go boom in the night.
Boom.
Maybe you'll be able to craft that deadly poisoned piece of fish steak.
I think this is more like when you're crafting that alchemy potion and if you messed it up, it went boom and exploded in your hands type thing.
I don't know.
Along with the little mini games.
Quit killing me. I mean, just because I know that's what they're really talking about, but I want it to be like crafting exploding chests.
I took down a server once due to a little screw up like that.
Hey, just because you were
in a bag of explosion potions.
You were the server admin for that one, not me. And
I was not. That was actually before I was ever an admin.
Okay, so you never took down a server by placing stacks of single gold coins all over the place?
No.
Oh, you didn't do that one? Okay. I don't know people that did. I don't know. Wasn't me. Decoration color changes via materials. So dyes, so they change the color of decorations either through different materials, examples of different wood types, or dyes, as in cushions on a couch. So there will be lots more variety, more skills, more recipes, more patterns, tree visual variations, yay, more materials to craft with, more enchantments and masterwork effects, place items anywhere with timers and limits per use and per scene. Climbable ladders and ropes and chains, etc., with actual animations.
Oh my!
And this is one where I think they should actually take the recommendation of most games, including games that had several $100 million budgets, where you don't always sync the ladder and the animation if it's too difficult.
Oh, wait. I think you're talking about Star Citizen.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue. I mean, $200 million and they can't figure out how to sync that up.
Ouch. Shots fired.
I've never heard of that game. What is that?
I don't know, but $200 million later, still all kinds of shit problems. I mean, sorry.
That's a game.
I thought that was a ship in a hangar simulation.
It is, but now it's a ship and a ladder, and you can go explore a moon simulation.
So Star Citizen will be out, though, whenever the citizens can live at the stars. I mean, that's really what's going on.
Well, Star Citizen's going to launch on time, as long as on time is sometime between the year 2075.
So it's going to launch only on Mars.
Yes, it's going to launch when we're colonizing Mars.
We're waiting till we can actually get to the stars before we can play Star Citizen, because you need to have a connection to another star or another planet. There you go.
Yes. Then let's see. Where was I at? More POT templates: the urban, the underground, the mountain, port city, floating city.
In the sky, Jack.
The city in the sky.
Floating city.
City in the sky, city in the sky.
Sphere in the sky.
Sounded like you said
I was thinking the same thing.
Next, we're going to start singing Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Expanded quests, so more side quests, daily quest system, and more tools to allow player-created quests in-game. They're going to be expanding the vendor system, expanded purchase order system, and more detailed permissions and controls. Yay for granular permissions, being able to remove single items, set limits for specific people, etc.
Let's give them more options.
Granular permission system.
Let's give them more options.
Hey, it's all your fault.
On a shirt somewhere, right, Laz?
What's
that?
Is that
the hat? Give us more options.
Oh well, that's always something that I've always always said, and of course, apparently,
would you like an option for that?
Yeah, it was apparently they've been hearing a lot of that, because that was mostly what the mini telethon was. Them picking on people wanting more options. More cowbell. We need more cowbell. Options. We need more options.
One of these days, they're going to give us a cowbell, and then we can run around and actually play it.
I'm surprised we don't have it yet. It's in the MIDI synth.
More cowbell.
I want to be able to herd animals without them rubber banding.
Rude.
Well, animal husbandry, one of them things, they spoke about it on Monday's telethon, and it's in the 2-year plan. Now, one of those things we mentioned earlier in the plan, and we're going to have to start wrapping this up here, was the population of the wildlife. The bigger your town gets, the less wildlife. But I sort of don't understand that, because right now there is no wildlife.
No, there is in some scenes.
In player-owned towns? I've never seen wildlife in player-owned towns.
I've seen some wolves inside of... Brecon Bay is actually a player-run town, so some player-run towns do have wildlife. Yeah, I was on the docks and there was a wolf there. It's
now,
like, what the hell?
Again, I don't see any player-run towns growing and getting bigger, only POTs, so I just don't get that.
The thing about like server population is it's easier to place someone in a player-owned town than it is a player-run town, just because player-owned towns generally have more of a population than player-run towns right now.
Now, that's, again, that was something I recall that was supposed to happen, Scrota. You're absolutely right. But,
yeah.
Anyway,
all kinds
right
of things.
Along.
I don't want more seagulls, because then I have to put signs that say, don't feed the seagulls, and that's just not cool.
And then put up a breadcrumb dispenser that charges $1 or a kodo.
That's right.
That's right.
And don't feed the seagulls.
Don't feed the seagulls, but here's a thing that charges $1 or a kodo for them. But
for a seagull feed.
Hey, it's that time to talk about that NBNN app. Where can they find that?
It is. They can find that on the App Store, any App Store out there. You can go to the Google Play Store. You can go to the iTunes Store. You can go to the Amazon App Store. And yes, it is official. The app will be out for... I'm keeping it alive. It's done its job over the last year, so we've re-upped it, and the app is going to be out there. We're going to be doing more updates here shortly. And, of course, if there's anything you'd like to see in the NBNN Shroud Avatar app, you let me know. I'll see if I can't slide it in there, whether it be a link, an update, a website. You want your guild, your town. I can do all sorts of things in there, but you can also access things like our podcast, the marketplaces, the forums, Soda Map, Soda Help, the radios, you name it. It's in there right now. And, of course, the most important thing is the daily calendar from right inside Trinity Avatar. What's going on around the community every day. You can also find that here on ndnn.info/calendar.html.
And don't forget
Today's calendar brought to you by Spectrum.
Don't forget the community calendar. It's an aggregate of all of the available Google calendars that Laz was able to find. And if you have a Google public calendar that you want Laz to add to the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, you need to email news@nbnn.info, and Laz will eventually get your calendar added, if he remembers how to do that. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
That's also a new section being added to the app coming soon.
Nude Britannians. Nude Britannians. And don't forget
all pictures that are sent to nudes at
nbnn.info. Yes.
Will appear
be considered for the will be considered for the year-ends calendar. So don't forget to get those submissions in, boys and girls.
Yes. Don't forget 12s and 6s around the clock on WRFB.
WRFB.
You too can listen to two idiots that don't know their left hand from their right hand interpret the news, so you don't have to, on a little show called Lunch with us.
With us, guys. With these guys.
Yes. At 7 o'clock, you can join the Phoenix Republic for PvE nights. That's just contact Kaizen Phoenix Fire or Mal Hari for more information. At 7 p.m., there's PvP in a non-PvP town in the town of Vengeance.
Vengeance Madness.
Yes, I don't know how they're doing that. Hopefully they'll let everybody know. And while you're doing that, and probably joining the Phoenix Republic for PvE nights, you can tune into WRFB.
WRFB.
For the 70s at 7. And don't forget at 10 p.m., DJ Foxlawden, Jackdaw Foxlawden, is taking over
Jackdaw
Avatar's Radio for Chaotic Casualties, which is a total request set. Meanwhile, on WRFB, Radio Free Britannia is the Record Room, which takes us to Saturday. Starting off early Saturday morning, 1 a.m. DJ
House of
Omen Crow for the House of Omen with all kinds of trance, hip-hop, trap, weird stuff that I don't know what it is. But yes, 1 a.m. till whenever he feels like getting off the air or until the ecstasy wears off. Whatever.
Both.
Yes. 7 a.m. You need to wake up.
Wake up.
New Britannia with Wolftom and Celine on WRFB.
WRFB.
The secret sound is jackpot. It's going to be worth, I think, 50,000 gold.
Ooh, sweet.
Nice.
You definitely
Very
need to tune in for that. At 10 a.m., Packslayer General Meeting in the morning edition taking place in their Discord.
AM edition.
Yeah. The Church of the Dark Star is still on hold. 7 p.m., the EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl.
The Monster Mash.
Taking place on the overworld map, or starting off on the overworld map outside of Soultown with the Dungeon Master Denied.
Denied.
At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, Asclepius and Lord Baldrith are doing Echoes from the Caverns.
Echo.
At 8:30 in the evening is going to be the Packslayer General Meeting Evening Edition.
Edition.
Yeah. At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Brazen Spirituality is going to be dancing with Brazen. She's going to be doing.
Laz, you're getting a lap dance, by the way.
She's doing some Brazen dancing. At 10 p.m. in game, you need to go to the Novian Market for the Noma promo Asia Edition. Also happening on Sunday morning. Waiting for you to hit enter.
Oh, sorry. Lap dance.
Did you
lap dance? Sorry.
You had your hand in your lap.
Sunday.
Dancing up and down.
Sunday.
At the Fairport Coliseum.
1 a.m. Novian Market. You need to go to the Noma promo Asia Edition. Again on WRFB.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia. You have DJ Omen Crow with the House of Omen. At 6 a.m., the Noma promo European edition. 9 a.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Striker Sparhawks taking over with Lost in the Spaces, an eclectic flow of tunes. At noon, Noma promo America's edition. Don't forget, if you're available for any of those promos, you definitely need to make your way over to the Novian Market. And they are taking requests for things that go on sale.
That's right. Don't forget cheap teleport and recall scrolls right next to the Oracle
That's
there
right.
in the Novian Marketplace.
That's right. Don't forget to buy my scrolls because mine don't fizzle.
Oh,
Mom's gonna slap you. Mom's gonna slap you.
I don't know. I think it's your wood pulp that you're using for churning into paper. At 12:30, don't forget to join Bo and Bloodgood for for Astronomy Night in the New Britannian Market out at the museum. Hang out with him and have a good time and learn about the celestial system around Novia. At 2 p.m., you need to go to the town of Barron's Reach for the Bear Tavern Pub Crawl.
Bear Tavern Pub Crawl.
Because all great adventures begin in a pub. I don't know why, but it's what I learned in D&D. At 8 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, the final event of the weekend is going to be Bacon with Lady Addie on Avatar's Radio. And that's our community calendar for this weekend, August 11th through the 13th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Oh, geez,
Avatar!
Look at this.
What am I looking at? Oh, you're getting your birthday lap dances, aren't you? Yeah.
So if Omen goes on live
Shadow
when
King,
he's 6,
letting the puppies loose. Thank you for the follow.
If Omen goes live when he's sick, does that make it the House of Ill Omen show?
Yes, it is.
I guess so. You just never know what's going to happen around here. It's like lap dances from our own Geeks Fargotch, I'll tell you. And he's wearing that smexy outfit there. I mean, I can't take my eyes off of it.
Well, you're just lucky he's not groveling in front of you.
Lap dance, I'll give you something special.
I think so. I think some people
dancing along with Gix over there. I'm enjoying
I'm surprised no one's groveling in your lap right now. Just because.
You have to get down to the bare basics here. Just
try anything once, twice if it hurts.
Oh my.
Twice if I like it. That's right.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
That's right. I love this shit. And of course, I love this shit even more when it gets crazy on a birthday show. Of course, let's not forget to thank all the good folks out there. And one more time, tickets may or may not still be on sale. I think they're still on sale through tonight. But we're just going to throw it up there for giggles and grins because what do I know? I'm just a messenger around here these days. Don't be surprised to see a shout out in today's newsletter. If you ain't got those tickets, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Last chance.
May or may not have expired.
May or may not, yeah. May not be available in our areas. Please check your local listings. Now, of course, I want to thank all those people out there, sponsors and all the good stuff. And, of course, I got a message from somebody going, hey, what do I got to do to get in there? Get us a graphic. But, he forgets we give him a shout out for Scrota's music service almost daily out there. So I don't know what he's poking the bear for.
You do mine too, as well.
Well, that's what he says. He says, well, how do I get up there like Coil More Wands? This is give us a graphic that we've been asking for the last 2 years. Yeah, we got. Oh yeah. But of course, we still shout it out in the marketplace. But yes, Coil More Wands, putting the magic in your hands. And real quick, Arius, you want to tell everybody what's coming up for you, real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure. Great. So this weekend, starting at 7 a.m. On Saturday and running until midnight, I'm going to be doing a 1,000-minute stream. That's going to be 16 hours. Actually, I'm going to just go to full 17 hours for 1,000 followers over on my stream.
Celebrating 1,000 followers on his stream.
Congratulations.
And I'm going to be giving away prizes. I'm going to be running through a whole bunch of games. I'm going to be playing games, a couple of hours on this game, a couple of hours on that game, but there will be prizes given throughout the day, and that includes a few prizes in Shroud of the Avatar, as well as if you've ever wanted one of those crazy, nifty plus 14, plus 15, plus 16 wands, Coil More Wands, there will be a wand to give away as well during the Shroud of the Avatar section on Saturday night.
Sweet.
Come in, tune in, hang out.
That's right. Go check out the stream there. And of course, oops, wrong slide. Let's get back to the sponsors there. And of course, BMC Guild wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove on Market Road over in the Quell region, located next to the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience. The Erie Fund, bringing you community causes, gamers helping gamers. Of course, if you've got a cause, you got something, go out to the eriefund.org and get in touch with us out there, and we'll see what we can do to help out. Relicsbyrill.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag, t-shirts, hats, patches, much, much more. Save 10% off when you check out. Use the promo code NBNN. And of course, NWRFB Radio Free Britannia. You know the spiel. There's all sorts of stuff happening throughout the week. Check it out. Tune on in on your ether vibration amplifiers or on the net. And of course, the Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for those flexible placement items, those rare items, and all sorts of other things.
The horse mounts complete, the flexible placement,
back animals,
boats stretch package,
yeah,
Elven complete.
Just doubled, by the way.
Yeah. Although it didn't double on my shop. But Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Every single one of the vendors is a different player. There's currently over 60 different player vendors on Shroud Marketplace. So if you're interested in registering for an account, please do so. And if you want to start selling your stuff, you can click on vendor registration on the left-hand side, and you can do what Armitage just did, like right before the show or during the show, where he added a bunch of obsidian chips, sapphires, onyx, rubies, garnets, emeralds, diamonds, all kinds of things added to Shroud Marketplace. Kodo's cheaper than the add-on store, village pavilions, expired items, artifacts, all kinds of stuff, from accounts to game gold to crowns of the obsidian, all the way to services, including leveling services. Don't forget, you need to check out
Scrota's music service.
Yeah, absolutely. Scrota's music.
$5. Scrota make you holla.
That's right.
Holla.
Or
holla.
Even in-game weddings. I mean, you could talk to that guy.
Scrota said anything
weddings
you
and
want.
More, not just weddings, but a whole lot more.
Anything and everything available on shroudmarketplace.com. And it's actually that time for us to actually thank the most important people around here. And
it is.
That is the GMs for summoning all the dancers to surround Laz on his birthday. So thank you to List and Gix. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all the naked ladies at the party.
Yay.
Naked guys, get in line. Eclipse will get you taken care of eventually. Anyway.
I don't know if Clipsy volunteered for that.
We're going to go get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
All right, Jack, warm up the peanut butter.
Love you. Mean it.
That's Laz. I'm
Laz is dead.
Now Clips,
he's dead.
He's gonna get cut.
He's gonna get cut so good.
He's Clipsy's pimp.